CONVO-19 with Keith Austin and Georgie sipping 40.
Every step was important, right? Every rung on the ladder was special. There was none that didn't mean something. Every single one of these was important to me, right? Connecting with Wyte was the beginning. Connecting with Haystack technically was the beginning. Even though I wasn't on his albums, I was allowed to sit around and watch somebody do something and make incredible amounts of money with it and sign a deal with Def Jam. And I got to watch Sonny Paradise put out 10, 15 different artists and watched his approach to the game. I got to hang out with Jazz Howard and see the whole Crooner Warner brother thing firsthand, right? I got to watch Steve break Gucci Mane. I got to watch Steve break artists up in Chattanooga, like bring people from like not knowing anybody to being like, 3,000 people at their shows in Chattanooga alone. I got to watch all this stuff. So every run was special, right? And then you go into like the Lil Wyte era. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking to Nash because if Nash had anything he really wanted to say to me, he could, But I will say that Nash said a lot of truth and Nash said a lot of lies. And when the truth is so good, I don't know why he would have lied because his truth is so incredible. That was Nash's condo. We shot Pop Another Pill at. That was Nash was working at a club down there that he had booked Lil Wyte for a show at that year. You feel me? I think Mike Busey was down there on his own accord, but I haven't talked to Mike. I talk to Mike all the time. We just hadn't talked about this. I think Mike was down there separate. Mike was cool with Wyte because DJ Paul and Juicy J had a show down there at La Villa the same year. Okay. So I got permission with an ankle bracelet on to have my ankle bracelet removed and go down there and do a show with quote unquote 3-6 Mafia La Villa. Okay. Whatever club Nash was at, he had gave Wyte some bread to do the show and had paid for the condos as part of like, anybody who would facilitate a show.
Yeah.
These are all true. The lie that was unnecessary was that he paid Lil Wyte for a feature for me. It was like, the truth is so good. Why would you lie about that? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just a lie. I was already with Lil Wyte. We'd already signed a deal at this point. I was signed to Wyte Music when we did Pop Another Pill.
Yeah.
Why would I pay him for a feature? In fact, I had just got an advance from him, if we're going to call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? So it's like with Nash, it's like, I have nothing bad to say about Nash. I just feel like it was weird because the truth is so good. Why would you fuck it up with a little lie?
Yeah, I was kind of lost on it too because I could have sworn that you were signed to Wyte at that point, so I didn't understand where that came from. But I wasn't there, so I didn't want to be, that guy.
It's like the truth is so good. Why would you tell a little lie?
Yeah.
And it's also like, also tell the whole truth. It wasn't like you paid us to come down there and shoot a music video to help us out. Yeah, it all worked out and it did help us out. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
Yep.
But it was a totally different business setting you had.